Pakistan's maritime sector is entering a decisive phase of reassessment. Nearly 95% of national trade by volume moves by sea, yet maritime activity contributes only a modest share to the economy. This disconnect reflects decades of underinvestment in shipping capacity, port efficiency, and maritime services, and it highlights the scale of opportunity if reforms are implemented with strategic clarity and commercial discipline. Recent developments suggest maritime logistics is increasingly being viewed as a matter of economic security and national resilience. Pakistan National Shipping Corporation told the Pakistan Stock Exchange that Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has approved the National Logistics Corporation's acquisition of a 30% stake in the company. The approval also includes transfer of management control and consolidation rights in accordance with applicable laws. The notification further noted that the NLC has conveyed its intent to proceed with the proposed acquisition and management transition. As Pakistan's national carrier operating under the Ministry of Maritime Affairs, PNSC transports dry bulk and liquid cargo across global routes. The corporation currently manages a fleet of about 12 vessels with a combined carrying capacity of roughly 0.95 million deadweight tons. In addition to shipping operations, it maintains a repair workshop and holds real estate assets, underscoring its broader role within the maritime ecosystem. Globally, sea transport remains a concentrated and highly competitive business. A small group of dominant carriers, including Maersk, COSCO, MSC, CMA CGM, and Hapag-Lloyd, control a substantial share of global freight, supported by networks such as ONE and ZIM. No country carries all its imports and exports on national flag vessels. Even advanced maritime economies rely on foreign carriers. Consequently, developing states typically focus on feeder routes, regional connectivity, and strategic cargo transport rather than attempting to dominate container markets governed by global alliances. For Pakistan, strengthening national shipping capability is primarily a strategic necessity. Essential imports like crude oil, LNG, LPG, edible oil, coal, and grain are lifelines of the economy. Ensuring reliable transport capacity for these cargoes enhances energy security and supply chain resilience during geopolitical disruptions or freight market volatility. The country's sea freight bill fluctuates between roughly $3.5 to $4.5 billion annually, representing a significant foreign exchange outflow. Only a portion of maritime cargo is strategic in nature, while the majority consists of commercial containerized trade exposed to intense price competition. This reality calls for balance, protecting strategic supply lines while allowing commercial shipping to operate on market terms. Expanding national carriage of essential imports could reduce forex outflows and strengthen negotiating leverage, while feeder and regional services can improve competitiveness in nearby trade corridors. Within this evolving landscape, PNSC remains the backbone of national maritime transport. Strengthening and modernizing its fleet would enable a larger share of strategic cargo to be carried under national control, enhancing supply security while retaining freight earnings within the domestic economy. Fleet renewal and capacity enhancement could also stimulate ship repair and maintenance activity, strengthening maritime skills and supporting associated industries. At the same time, the NLC is increasingly positioned as a critical integrator across the logistics chain. With its nationwide multimodal network, it can connect inland transport corridors with port operations and maritime shipping, reducing transit times and improving reliability for exporters. Better coordination between land and sea logistics also strengthens contingency planning for critical imports and helps ensure continuity of supply during disruptions. Policy thinking increasingly emphasizes expanding capacity without imposing excessive fiscal burdens. A phased fleet strategy, incorporating new acquisitions, chartered tonnage, and leased vessels, offers a financially prudent path to growth while preserving flexibility. Such an approach allows rapid scaling, supports strategic cargo requirements, and adapts to evolving demand cycles and environmental regulations. Compliance with tightening international emission standards will require efficiency upgrades and forward-looking procurement decisions. Strengthening national shipping capability could generate broader economic spillovers. Predictable demand may revitalize ship repair and construction activity, strengthen marine insurance and brokerage services, and expand employment opportunities for skilled seafarers. Export-oriented sectors such as textiles and agriculture could benefit from more stable freight costs and improved logistics reliability. Shipping, however, is only one pillar of a broader blue economy. Ports, fisheries, coastal tourism, and marine services remain critical growth frontiers. Expanding maritime logistics capacity must therefore be paired with investments in port modernization, digital cargo systems, workforce training, and coastal infrastructure. Pakistan's geographic position offers a natural advantage at the crossroads of the Middle East, Central Asia, and South Asia. Leveraging that position requires consistent policy alignment, credible commercial execution, and effective coordination between maritime operators and national logistics institutions. If pursued with realism and sound governance, strengthening maritime logistics can reduce external vulnerabilities, retain freight earnings, and position the country to benefit from expanding regional trade. The opportunity is substantial, but success will depend on disciplined execution, institutional coherence, and a sustained commitment to maritime development.